The original video is linked in the description down below. Enjoy.
Alright then, so in this one we're going to be looking at Pcso not liking being filmed, but before we get to that, there's a few things I need to sort out with this auditor and what he's got wrong. I'm not here just to criticise the police, I'm here to criticise everybody. I'm here to show good policing, bad policing, good auditing, bad auditing. This has got a mixture of it all, so let's get straight into it.
Registrations on the dash V058 Bravo. And there's another registration on the dash WR07. Now if that's not personal data being leaked, and that's the old bill.
Okay then, so let's get one thing straight. This audit is completely wrong here. Registration plates are not private data. They are there on the front of the car for anybody to look at. They hold no data for us to access unless if you work for the DVLA or the police or an insurance company which can access personal data from it there. But they are not private. They don't own any personal... Well, they hold personal data, but not data you can get hold of. So no, it's not a breach by the police officers by having that on the dash. Auditors are fighting to say that number plates are not private, so they can record them whenever they want. So this guy saying that is like a step back for auditing.
Sorry, can I just have a look? Have you got any personal data on show? Oh, you have on the dash, haven't you? Registrations. So personal data's on show there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be there, is it?
I didn't put it there. Actually.
No, just on. Sorry, it's I've had some problems with the police with sharing personal data.
Why?
Well, they leave things in the car, they leave things on dash, just a bit like here. Who's the driver of this?
Me.
Who put them there then?
Whoever read it yesterday.
Oh. Okay, so that's allowed then. But that's not right though, is it? Leaving registrations on view for everyone.
Well, it's just a registration. Don't say anything what it is it? What it does.
Well, no, but it's still
is.
people's personal data, isn't it? The way the police deal with things.
So this Pcso has been taught that number plates are personal data, are private and personal. When they're not, if she was clever, she could say no, it's a number plate. They're not private. But she did later on say they don't hold any information, which is taking a step back for the police in my eyes, because they're like, oh, I can't record private number plates and all this lot. But what is a private number plate? Because number plates are private. They're on the bloody front of the car, so anybody can read it.
Like I say, they abuse their powers. They do what they like, and I think it's going to be a bit of a joke, really. Like I say,
all of them do.
Huh?
They're not all the same.
No, but on the internet, there's a fair good percentage of them, isn't there? On YouTube, you must have seen them.
I don't really look at social media and stuff like that.
On YouTube, you've got
like
officers just abuse their powers left, right and centre, demanding ID, demanding everything, just demanding everything they want, and like basically threatening to arrest people if they don't do it, which is wrong, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
But like I say, Essex police are terrible for it. Yeah, no, I'm still filming it because like I say, I've had all my stuff uploaded over the internet. It's not right, is it?
Well, no.
But, oh, no problem. I'll just get a registration and that anyway.
Okay then, so I'm glad this Pcso does think it's wrong that police are abusing their powers, but is she one of those which would report it to her higher ups if she's seen it like she should? Probably not. I don't think she's probably ever reported anybody for misuse of powers or a breach of whatever bloody is in their policy. I don't think she's ever done that, and I don't think, well, 99% of police officers don't do it because they're scared of the consequences of being a snitch. Because it works just as the police want you to snitch, but they will not snitch on their own. Funny that, isn't it?
So what's your number? Your name and number?
72005.
Name?
Pcso Stevens.
Cheers. What's that, with a V?
Yeah.
That explains a bit. That's all right. That explains that for me. Cheers. That's a joke. What a joke. Oh my God. So Pcso taking a company car out to get her lunch, abusing powers.
Okay, so if this is the car this PCSO has been allocated for the day, her going in that car to the shop to get a lunch, there's nothing wrong with it. It's parked legally. Yes, I think he said he left the engine running, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's the only thing I see which is wrong, leaving the engine running. But I think police are exempt because of all the equipment what's in there, and they need to keep all the batteries charged. The fact that she's going for lunch, they're still entitled to lunch, and if that's the car she's allocated, she's allowed to go for that lunch break. Still entitled to a lunch break now. So far, this PCSO I don't think has done anything wrong. I think the auditor's completely wrong in everything he said so far. But this interaction's not over yet, so let's carry on.
So it's going to be left on the dash. This PCSO's leaving the bits on the dash. She obviously don't care. Let's get this registration put all over the internet. Oh, she's going to sit there on police time in the police vehicle while she has her lunch. No doubt they'll do a report on me. Right, what's the time how long she's going to sit there while she's having her lunch?
So, as we've already established, there's nothing wrong with her sitting there for the hour which is allocated for her lunch to eat her lunch. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. What is wrong is what she's going to do next. Well, it is wrong and it ain't wrong, it's just inquiring, but yeah. Just the logic in her mind doesn't work properly. So let's carry on and have a look.
So the reason why you're watching everything I do?
Doing a film of the police. So I did tell you that when I first approached.
Just trying to eat my lunch in peace, if that's alright.
It's fine. Fine. Carry on. I'm not bothering you, am I?
Huh?
I'm not bothering you, am I?
No, I'd rather not.
Well, it's a public place. Unfortunately, you've got no choice really, do you?
People film you eating.
And if I'm in a public place, they can film me as they like. To be honest, CCTV films us all, don't they?
Yeah, I know, but someone standing over there.
I don't really appreciate. There's a lot of people who don't appreciate filming, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in, isn't it?
So this is where I can start agreeing with the audit here. We are filmed every single day, every minute of our life is basically being recorded. If you ain't got cameras, your neighbours probably got cameras. There's Ring doorbells, there's security cameras. The town's covered in cameras. Every single shop's covered in cameras. If you go to a restaurant, you're probably on camera eating. So I don't see what the problem is. If she don't want to be recorded, then go back to the station and eat. But it's still gonna be recorded. There's cameras there. You cannot get away from cameras nowadays.
Well, it is, isn't it? You guys film all the time, don't you?
No, my film's not running now.
No, but you do film a lot, don't you? You got a camera.
Yeah, for my safety and their safety.
That's why that's exactly why I'm filming, yeah.
How's your safety at risk?
We don't know what's going to happen, do you, around the corner? You never know, do you?
You're not round the corner, though, just to go there.
Well, something can happen over there, you never know, do you? You don't know what's going to happen in the next 5
Well,
minutes.
you're not going to film it if the camera's pointed at me, are you?
Oh, it's on the camera. Got more than one camera. What's the problem? Is there a problem?
Like I said, I don't appreciate you filming while
Okay.
I eat my lunch.
Okay, well, let's just go somewhere private then. Being
No,
like,
I don't get why you need to film me eating my lunch.
I don't get why all these CCTV cameras need to film.
Doesn't matter if you understand why, if you don't like it with him filming you eating your lunch. There's nothing actually stopping him. If he can see you from a public place, he can record you from a public place. If you don't like it, create your own privacy. Simple as that.
Everything. To be honest, and the police have to film everything.
The cameras are over there, not over here.
There's some up there. So there's cameras filming everyone, isn't there? It's Big Brother. Well, if you don't want to be filmed in public, you need to go to a private area, don't you? Create your own privacy. You expect to be filmed then? That's it really, isn't it? There we go, another officer doesn't like being filmed.
So I do agree with the auditor here. If you don't like being filmed, create your own privacy. It's as simple as that. Like I said, there's cameras everywhere. That car park has probably got several cameras on it. There's probably several cars with dash cam which have got motion detector recording and stuff like that. So there's no escaping cameras nowadays, unless if you sit in your own house.
Pcso. Yep. Finished for lunch, but it's just sitting there like. Oh, it's pretty going now. So just a little suggestion, if you don't like being filmed, just don't become a police officer, because they're all being filmed now, because how corrupt they are. So
is there anything you want to report?
now wherever I report, it gets brushed under the carpet. The only thing I'd like to report on is the police themselves, but there's no point. It's he only gets seen by higher police officers, which just brush under the carpet, don't they? So I just you don't like being filmed. Well, no one likes being filmed, but unfortunately, if you're in your job, that's what's going to happen.
Well, I don't tend to have people filming me like.
So that's just how that video ends, unfortunately. I don't know what the conversation was after that, as this person... Well, I don't even know if this uploader is the original uploader of this video, so if you can actually track down the original uploader of this video, it would be much appreciated if this isn't the original uploader. But I am going to be putting links to this channel where I've got this video from in the description. If it's not the original one and anybody can find links to the original one, post it in the comments and I will change them all. And I will also pin your comment to the top, so everybody knows that you found them, blah de blah de blah. But my opinion on this one is the auditor was wrong at the beginning about private information, because number plates are not private information. And the Pcso not liking being filmed, well, that's tough titty, innit? Tough titty, because that's just the day and age we live in. But let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.